Hey Cougar fans, it's Alexis Shirelli with the Charleston Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to part 2 of this week's Cougar Weekly Roundup, where we had a chance to catch up with sand volleyball, sailing, and baseball. Sand volleyball is looking to open up their season as they travel to Nicaragua this Sunday. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Jason Kepner to see how his team's been preparing for the season ahead.
Something we've been talking about wanting to do. We wanted to take an international trip for years, and you're just trying to figure out the best way to do it and the best time to do it. And we've just decided to kind of do it for sand volleyball and take spring break and go down to Nicaragua. And it's a good opportunity. We get a chance to play the Nicaragua national team, the Costa Rica national team. And the girls are going to get a chance to teach some English classes. We get to teach some volleyball lessons. We're going to do some community service while we're down there. And I just think it's a great opportunity to do a little bit of volleyball, some training, but also see a part of the country that no one on our team's ever been to, including myself, and just kind of learn some life lessons and give back a little bit and work hard during your spring break and just kind of have some fun and do a lot of different things that you might not ever get a chance to do again. So it's a great way to start our sand season, and I look forward to the trip on Sunday. Obviously, our goal is to get to the national championships, whether it's a pair or whether it's a team. That's always the goal. And this year there's 8 teams that go, and so we got to look to do well in those first couple weekends, and that's going to be the most important thing, is that first weekend to Jacksonville, and that's why we're hoping that trip to Nicaragua, a little good bonding for the team, opportunity to train in some different environments, and then come back, have a good week of training, and get ready for our first trip to Jacksonville.
We wish the team safe travels and the best of luck as they travel to Nicaragua this upcoming weekend. We're excited for your season ahead. Co-ed sailing took home second place, and we're hoping they left some good vibes as women's look to sail on the same waters here at home this upcoming weekend. Here's Coach Ward Cromwell.
We had a pretty young women's team, went down to Florida, sailed the USF Women's Interconference event, and they came up a little short to the home team down there, a little shy of the win. But it was a good event for them. I think they probably learned some good lessons, and hopefully they'll be able to transfer some of that over here for this weekend here at home. We also sailed the Charleston Co-ed event here last weekend and finished second to the Naval Academy. So, you know, we learn a lot about ourselves, and we have a women's event here. We have a women's event here this weekend. And we're going to sail, you know, look at some different players and kind of figure out where we want to steer the ship for the rest of the semester, so to speak. And so it'll be an interesting weekend, try to figure out who we are and who we might be playing for the rest of the season.
You can catch all the action of women's sailing this Saturday and Sunday here at home at the J. Stewart Walker Sailing Complex. From the water to the diamond, baseball looks to carry out their competitive spirit after sweeping rival of the Citadel as they look to host Indiana this weekend. We caught up with Coach Monty Lee to see how his team is preparing for this weekend.
Well, I mean, we've got a very tough opponent in Indiana coming in, a team that 2 years ago played in the College World Series, was in Omaha, and was a national seed last year, hosted a regional. So they've been, you know, one of the 10 to 15 best programs in the country in the last couple of years. So, and we expect those guys to be awfully tough coming in here. We know they've got, you know, a high level of pitching, and they've got some really good position players. They've already played some pretty tough competition. They went out to Stanford and beat Stanford 2 out of 3 opening weekend. So, you know, we got our hands full. We just got to come out. We got to do a better job of throwing strikes. I think if we throw strikes and limit our free passes, I think defensively we got a pretty solid ball club, and we have swung the bats better. So I think that's the biggest thing I'm looking for, is just trying to get clicking on all 3 phases going into week 3. Throw strikes, play good defensively, keep swinging the bats well, limit our mistakes on the base pass, and we should be in pretty good shape. We ought to have a really competitive series going into this weekend.
You can catch baseball out at Patriots Point this weekend, Friday and Saturday at 3 p.m., and the action starts at noon on Sunday. Thanks for tuning in to this weekend's Cougar Weekly Roundup. Until next time, I'm Alexis Shirelli.